Right, so we're here with Phil. Phil is a client of mine. He's just completed his 12 weeks and he's happy to sort of have a chat with you and just sort of go through a few questions about how the program has gone. So, Phil, hello, if you can introduce yourself to everyone.
Hello, my name is Phil. I've got my own. I've got a couple of different businesses that sort of got in the way a little bit and led to me not giving myself enough time as I should have done, and excess weight and pressure and stress took over, and then came across Chris.
It's been a ride ever since.
It's been a ride ever since. A happy one.
It's your words, not mine. Cool. So, Phil, what was life like before we started working together then? What was going off?
It was a little bit of a blur, really. So it was busy. Didn't really think about anything too much, threw myself into my businesses, which meant that I often drank the day away at the end of the day or picked up whatever food was easiest to eat, rather than necessarily the nicest or the most healthy for me. It was just what was convenient. And yeah, it was just a bit of a blur, really. Not a lot happening.
How did you feel at that time?
I don't want to go too deep, but I probably didn't feel. I was just existing, just getting through each day, getting to the weekend, and then just getting on with things.
Had you tried anything yourself to like shift the weight or to improve how you felt in life or get on top of things?
So I think we touched on this on some of the course that we did. I never really tried to lose the weight. It was almost just when I knew there was a holiday coming up or there was a trip coming up, I'd cram in those 20 sit-ups the night before and hope that that magic six pack would take over. And but no, I never really tried anything in terms of diets or other than workouts at the gym and that sort of stuff. I've never really tried any diets before.
And I think when we've looked at your measurements and your weigh in, your first weigh in, you sort of said you fluctuated between sort of 14 and a half and 15, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah. So I think it would probably depend on the drinking and where I was in the week and what takeaways I'd had. And, so normally start the week off quite well, all good intentions, and then by the end of the week, we'd have that blowout and yeah, not look after myself in the best way really.
So how do you feel now you've completed the program?
Feel great, feel absolutely fine. So much more energy. I've lost weight. I did have a trip to America in between times, so it was a 2 week holiday where we had plans in place, and I didn't actually manage to put all the weight back on, which is amazing. And then the weight's come back off again since. And I feel good, lots of energy, good plans in place for moving forward as well, quite confident moving forward. And it's been a fairly simple journey as well.
What do you mean by simple?
So I thought that I'd be coming into this thinking, right, he's going to have me eating rabbit food. I'm going to be doing 500 squat thrusts and star jumps and sit ups a day and changing my whole life basically. And as much as he has, as much as you have, Chris, that it's not been regimented and it's not been you must do this, you must do that. It's been a journey that you go on within yourself to find where you need to be.
And what were sort of the key points in the program or what were the highlights of it, the things you didn't quite expect?
So I didn't expect all the extra stuff. So again, I entered into this to try to lose some weight, but out of it, I've got more family time. Spend much more time with my little girl. Prioritize her and my wife, and I've got more energy for those times as well. Prioritize my work better. Much better work-life balance. Didn't sign up for that, but got it. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Um, so that's been the take homes, the best bits. Um, Even silly things like buying a new dining room table. That was unexpected, but you tried to encourage me to spend more family time and eat better together as a family, and that's what we got. And we enjoy it now. The little girl asks to sit at the table. It's brilliant. So much fun.
So what does life look like for you now?
Life. So I've got a smile on my face. I I'm like I said earlier, I'm more energized, more happy, more scheduled as well. Not in regimented sense, but I plan things better. Not just existing and bouncing around from problem to problem, from meal deal to meal deal. I've got much more control in what I do and when I do it.
So if there's somebody that's watching this that's thinking, you know, I need to lose weight, or just my work-life balance, sort my stress out, that sort of thing, and they're sort of looking at me and thinking, is that an option? What would you say to them?
So I would absolutely say do it. Don't hold back. I've spoke to some people and they said that they can't afford to. I would say that you can't afford not to. Chris has absolutely changed my life in a short space of time. Comfortably as well. There's no pressure. There's no sort of strict regimes that you must do. It's just some simple tasks that he takes you through each week to make you make the decisions that you want to do. And it's been a delight.
Awesome. Anything else you want to say, or has that summed it up?
Be prepared to buy some new clothes as well, because you will lose some weight doing this.
And I'm not reimbursing you for it.
No, and he won't. He won't. I've tried.
It's always worth a try, isn't it? Well, Phil, like I said before this call, before we started recording, it has been an absolute pleasure. You know, you've always just got on with stuff. You know, you've not made excuses, and I think that is the important thing here as well. Is I think you're exactly what you said. You've got to want to do this, haven't you? You've got to want to make that change, and you're the driving seat. You know, you're pushing it forward. I can't do it for you. I can sort of guide you, help you, encourage you, be that accountability in your corner. You know, and there are some smarter ways around how to do this. Some of this stuff. It's not, I'm not teaching rocket science here, but you've got to want to do it, haven't you? It's a commitment, investment, and you've got to want that outcome, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I say, you are there to support during it as well. So it's not just been every call where we've been able to get in touch with you. You've always been at the end of a text message if I've needed you for little things. But the little bits of advice that you've thrown out there have been phenomenal, and not just around weight loss. So yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Well, Phil, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
See you in a bit.